Our final segment here on Offside Sports, brought to you by Turtlebox Audio. Live free, listen louder. Find their amazing line of outdoor Bluetooth speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. Big thank you to Paul Teron, everybody at 84 Lumber, Otay Mesa, California. Supplied us with the building materials for our brand new set. Reach out to Paul for all your building questions and needs. Paul.Teron at 84lumber.com. Okay, who are we going to pick for the Super Bowl to win? We all sent this in separately to our producer, Christy Castillo. By the way, we are so lucky to have the team that we have here behind the scenes that make this show possible. We just show up and talk. They do all of the hard work. And Christy, I'm sorry, my nose itches so bad right now, and I'm trying not to sneeze, and I know she's telling Jason Banks, tell him to stop touching his nose. I will stop. We all chose the Seattle Seahawks to win this game.
To cover, correct?
To cover. They're 4.5-point favorites, means the Pats are 4.5-point underdogs. Dave, you took Seattle right there. That's what we said going to be the winner. Why Seattle?
Dominating, playing their best football right now. I mean, football is so amazing that if you look back at the game they had to get to the Super Bowl, think about the entire Rams season ended basically on catching a punt.
Right? Yeah, no doubt.
And you go, it's something as simple as that, something you can prepare for and write up plays. But when it came to catching a punt, the Rams couldn't do it. Seattle gets all the momentum. They score 7. They win. Here they are in the Super Bowl. They completely tore apart the 49ers. I like the way they've played the entire year. I just think it's Seattle's year.
Allison, why Seahawks?
Their defense. I mean, I think their defense is incredible.
Yeah, you said it was the year of the big D.
The big D.
Right.
Whatever everyone said. I also love their young head coach. I think, relative unknown. So, what he's been able to do with Sam Darnold, I think that's very impressive. He's creative. So I like both sides of the ball, their offense and their defense. And I think they will win. I think it will be close.
Okay. CJ?
Yeah, they had a little luck missing with that muff punt last week, but I'm going to rewind you back to when they faced each other the second time in the regular season, and there's that 2-point conversion where they pick up that fumble and the Seahawks go on to win. If that doesn't happen, the Rams probably win and go on #1 seed, and honestly, they're probably in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that is because this Seahawks team is so good, and they've got luck on their side. And it takes a little bit of magic to win a championship, and that and the talent on the field, that's why I have the Seahawks.
I look at what they do offensively, defensively, and they've got solid, not the greatest, but they have solid special teams play. And I look at a guy like Sam Darnold, who's probably thinking, I'm playing with house money. You look at where he's been in his career, and everyone's kind of brought him in and then just kind of tossed him out, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And then they bring him in, and Sam Darnold does not have to be the best Seahawk on this roster. He just has to not be the worst.
Yeah.
And they love him. He obviously great relationship with his head coach and his coordinators, and just the weapons that Seattle has, and the weapons Seattle has on defense as well. Love Mike Vrabel. Love what he's meant to New England. Drake May, incredible. They've got weapons as well, but I think just stacking up who's got more bullets in their 11 shooter, 12 shooter, whatever it is. I think it's Seattle Seahawks. And guys, I don't know. I think this becomes a blowout.
Wow.
I really do, and I hate that. I hate when you're already out in the street throwing the football around at halftime at your Super Bowl party, because you're like, oh my God, this game. I loved it last year because, watching the Chiefs go down in flames was just beautiful. Something tells you, though, it's going to be a blowout. I hope that I am wrong. All right, who are we going to bet on for the Super Bowl? The bet of the show is presented by our friends at Owner's Box Daily Fantasy Sports. Sign up at ownersbox.com with our code Offside, or download the Owner's Box app and sign up and use the code Offside. Click at ownersbox.com and start playing today. All right, I'm going to start off, and my bet of the Super Bowl, and this was kind of hard because obviously you have two teams and you're kind of limited in who you're going to go with. I went with the New England Patriots, Hunter Henry, their tight end, and I'm taking him over. I'm kind of hopscotching off of what you did, CJ, with yours. but I thought that was a smart bet. I'm going to go over 3.5 receptions in this game because I think he's going to be a safety valve for Drake May. Dave, who is your owner's box bet of the show?
All right, I'm going to go JSN. Going Seattle wide receiver, obviously a guy that could win Super Bowl MVP in this game. More than 79.5 receiving yards.
Yep.
It seems like that's an easy one right there.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's incredible. To me, offensive player of the year in the NFL.
Amazing.
Just amazing at what he's done. You kind of wonder, I was thinking about it today. If Marvin Harrison went to Seattle, okay,
Yeah.
and he went to Arizona, would he be the one that disappeared? Right? Like, what happened to Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I'd say absolutely he would
Right?
be. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's amazing. But anyway, he's in Seattle. He's with the right team, and he's
Yeah.
playing in the biggest game. I'm going with him to have a big game on Sunday.
Allison, who you going with?
I have Drake May to have over 1/2
Wait
of
a
a
second.
yard
Hold on a second.
passing.
Wait. What
Okay,
just happened?
oh, no,
You know what? You know what?
no. Listen, hey, it was available to me, so I took
Oh
it.
my
As
gosh.
should everyone else. If it's available, take it.
gosh.
Also, let's
Okay.
not forget, I
Okay.
had JSN, and
Yeah.
then you stole it from me.
Oh my God.
So I had to
What is
change
this?
my bet.
So is this you getting back at Dave
Yes,
when you're punishing
exactly.
all of us?
Exactly. So I had to change my bet, and I took what was available to me.
Are
there
the
you go.
Padres playing this year batting on a tee? Like, what just happened?
Seattle's got a good defense. That might go under.
You're right. You're right. The big D. That might.
All right, CJ
my
Stubbs, who is your bet for this Super Bowl?
I'm going to be going with the only receiver, the only player out there to be a Super Bowl MVP in 2021.
Love it.
I'm going with over 3 receptions for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
I love JSN. I think he's going to get a lot of attention. So safety valve on the other side with Cooper Kupp.
And that's what I saw at CJ's, and I went, you know what? I'm not going to go for yardage. I'm not going to go for, rushing yards and things like that. And that's why I went with Hunter Henry. Defensive battle, offensive battle. Are you expecting this to be close or
I think it's going to
a big score over?
I'm going to go over, actually, over
Okay.
than what people think. As
Yeah.
you guys said, the weather's going to be a little bit better. But remember the last time Seattle had a blowout?
Yeah.
It was over in 2 plays. Do you remember it was in New York or
Yeah.
New Jersey, and there was a safety right away. And
On
then
the-
they got the ball
on the
back.
punt,
And
yeah.
then they got another possession at
And it was over.
At second half, and you're like, it's done. Seattle's going to wipe out the Broncos. It was over.
CJ, close one?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be like 30-13. We watched the New England Patriots offense.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been up and down. I can't really get a good feel for them, but the defense. They faced the Chargers, who were banged up, and then last week they faced the Broncos.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah, in the snow, and
Yeah.
then in between that they faced the Texans, and CJ Stroud might as well have been playing for the Patriots. So.
Allison, what do you think? Close one or blowout?
I think it's going to be closer than people think. I think that the New England defense has come on as the season's progressed. I mean, Drake May, we're going to see what kind of game he has with his shoulder. That could be impactful against that Seattle defense. But I don't think it's going to be, I don't know, 7 to 10 points maybe. But I don't think it's going to be beyond that.
All right, our bets are in, our picks are in. We'll see how this Super Bowl ends up. Unfortunately, this is our final show for, I guess, this season, this off season, with our little brother CJ Stubbs. He leaves us after today's Offside Sports. You're heading first to Florida.
Dunedin, Florida.
What are you doing down there, professional baseball
I'll be
player?
joining the Toronto Blue Jays to start spring training.
Okay.
Don't worry, everybody. Football is ending this week, but baseball is right around the corner.
It is, and I know there's a lot of people that are like, thank God baseball. You also got the World Baseball Classic as well.
Yeah, I'll be playing for Team Israel. That'll be March 9th to the 12th, and I plan on us going through that group.
Yes.
Don't worry. But yeah, I'll be gone for a while, and I am very sad because you guys are the best co-hosts that I could ask for, and it's going to be hard. I'm going to miss you guys, and the people in the back. You guys are the best too, and thank you so much for everything you guys do for us.
Yeah, we always have these illusions of grandeur. Oh, we'll zoom in with CJ, and it's like, wait a second, this guy is chasing the dream as a professional baseball player. The last thing he wants to do is he's heading into the cage to take batting practices. Go, hey guys, yeah, I'm on the field. What do you?
Hopefully we can though from time to time.
Yeah,
I
we
think it
will.
would be
We will try to check in
amazing.
with him, but at the
Just-
same time,
Yeah, see how you're doing.
we're
Check in.
pulling for you, and we love you, and you've been so great, and you have blossomed as a host on this show. And have fun. and have a good time. And I hope that dream continues to come true. If perhaps it doesn't, you always know that we're going to keep that chair warm for you.
Love you guys too. And
all right.
That word needs to be used more, as we talked about earlier.
Lots of more love. All right, as we put a lid on this episode of Offside Sports, a massive thank you to everybody here at the Loft 100 Studios for making the show possible. Total Box Audio, Municipal Clothing, Babelma's Tequila, Chase